Mark's gonna fall.
Alright guys, so we just got back from the store. This is the spare bedroom in our house, and this is the last room with carpet in it. When we first got the house, it was carpet all throughout. And so, like I said, this is the last one. It's 108 square feet in here, so relatively small, so it shouldn't be too bad. We got 12 boxes total for the Arcadia Brown, and according to the boxes, they said that's enough to do this room. So when we went to Lowe's, it cost roughly around 175 bucks with the boxes and then the tile adhesive. So the next step in this is we're just gonna take up the tile, or take up the carpet, and then pick up all the baseboards, and then get all of the stickiness and adhesive off of the ground. We've made some progress here. We've gotten all of the actual carpet up, but you can see here that on the ground, there's a lot of spots where when they installed the carpet, the binder on the bottom, they put down a lot of excess glue. So these pieces on the ground right here are the parts that I'm unable to get up. So what I've done in the past is I used this stuff, the Goof Off, and it's a heavy duty remover, and it's worked great before. So you can pick this up at Home Depot for about 15 bucks, and this did the whole room last time. So what I do is I just go around and place some Goof Off all along the strip here and let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll take my scraper and go underneath it, and usually there's minimal work involved, so it's not too bad at all. But the next thing that you want to do before you even use any of that stuff is you want to make sure that you're using some sort of respirator mask, and this is the kind that I use. Again, this is pretty cheap from Walmart. It does the job. I keep the windows open and it ventilates it pretty well, but I just always use this as an extra precaution. The room looks a lot smaller without the carpet in here, but you can see that everything in here has been gotten up as much as I can. We've got the baseboards out, and we've gotten all of the tracks that the carpet was in. So you can still see a little bit of residue from the glue on the concrete, but that's the best that I can get it up, and it worked fine just like this in the other rooms. So I'm really not too concerned about it. And as you can see, we have the Arcadia Brown tiles right here. These were the 3 packets that I had from previous projects. So we're gonna get started, and from the hallway over here, it's already got the tiles coming in. So we're just gonna keep coming across this row right here for our initial startup row. And then we'll just keep coming back and forth just like this. And that's how we're gonna get the room done. Here is all the tile that we got today at Lowe's. You can see all the boxes there. We have our adhesive for the tile next to it. And then we set up shop right over in here. So I got a Cobalt tile cutter. It's been doing pretty well. Honestly, I just get a new blade every time I do a new project, so that costs you maybe 40 bucks. So it's not too bad. You got the power here in the front, and then your water tray is right in here. So I always keep like a refillable bucket right here so I can just fill up the water whenever it's ready. And yeah, it's not too bad. So we got the first piece here that we're gonna cut. You can see the little line that I drew on here as the marker. The first line's gonna have to be a little bit smaller just based off of the hallway. So we'll go ahead and get started. First piece done. We got the first row in, and this is just a dry fit. We haven't stuck anything down to the concrete yet. I like to just get the rows in and just see how they're going to line up and how they're going to look. So you can see that they're a little bit away from the wall, just a little bit, but we're going to have baseboards in here, so that's going to end up being okay. And then if you take a look into the hallway, we conjoined it with what was here before. So you can see that we're just connecting it here, and we're just going to run the rows all the way through. Already put the adhesive down going this way, and I just used the trowel, and on the 1/4 of an inch I went this way, and then on this tile I'm going to butter it. I'm going to go the opposite way, so then it's going to lock in place once it's on there. So you can see that it's all buttered, and it's going the opposite way of what's on the ground. So we're just going to place this right inside. And we have our spacers right here. Put these against the ones that I just put in. And then put them up against the first row. That way there's a 1/16 of an inch on all sides. And then next I'm going to take my level and make sure that it's sitting level on the ground and it's level with that first row that's up here. And you can see how much we got done on day one. So I can come back over here against the wall and start piecing in these pieces until we're level all the way across. The only reason why I didn't make it all the way that way is just so that I have a little bit of space to jump from here all the way back over by the door and not touch anything on that first day, just to make sure that everything was rock solid, and that when they do set in the mud that they're all going to be even and not uneven from me walking back and forth. So they're in place today, so they're good to walk on. So we'll just continue with the rest of the room here. You can see the boxes that I went through. And again, just want to emphasize that you don't want to take everything from the same box. You want to split it up. So start here, then the next piece is going to be this box, then this box, and so forth. From where the hammer is, that is where we've made the progress today. I'm only doing this after work, so I don't have much time to really work with it that much. I think I maybe just spent maybe an hour and a half just putting this down. So it's not really that bad of work. It's just a little tedious once you get over here into these spots, just measuring and cutting them and then going back and forth over the tile. And then another thing is you don't want to get too far. You want to be able to only be able to get to where you can walk over to where the dry spot is. So everything up past this hammer is all dry. So everything forward is all wet, obviously. So I left a little path over here to where I can just walk back and forth and still be able to get a good path and not walk on the wet stuff. Final day of tiling is now complete. Everything's all set in place. Everything looks good. And it only took me a couple days. Wasn't too bad. Show you what it looks like with the door closed. So you can see that there's a couple spots where the adhesive came up on the sides of the tile, but it's not exactly on top of the tile. That'll be fine. When we go to grout, it'll just cover that right up. So if it looks white in the picture, that's all that it is. Everything's flush on top, and there's no adhesive on the top of it. And you can see that we went underneath the closet that's over there in the corner. So that's a smooth transition going into there as well. If you guys like the video, please subscribe or like the video. It would mean a lot to me. If you guys want to learn more, I'm going to upload a video of how to grout this as well. So if you want to learn the next step, just tune into the next video. Thanks for watching.